Kamala Harris is now pretending to endorse my policy. She's got a lot of other policies. She's a copycat. She's a flip-flopper. She went from communism to capitalism in about 2 weeks. But in fact, Kamala cast the tie-breaking vote to hire 87,000 new IRS agents to go after your tip income.
Donald Trump calling out Kamala Harris for copying his no tax on tips plan. But the vice president says she's for the middle class, even though she backed the Inflation Reduction Act, which gave the IRS more power to go after service workers' hard-earned money. Here to react is Shark Tank investor and O'Leary Ventures chairman, Kevin O'Leary, or as we know him, Mr. Wonderful. It's great to have you on, Kevin. So, you know, they say that imitation is the highest form of flattery. So I guess she's imitating Donald Trump, but why would you buy the imitation if you could have the real deal?
Well, this policy, no question, was introduced by Trump first. And why it's so popular for both parties is this is a reflection of the post-pandemic digital America 2.0 gig economy, because so many people in America, not just in Nevada, all around the country have side gigs on the internet. And they work as Uber drivers, or they're in the casual food or fast food business, and tips matter. So this is an effect to really get them interested in making more money through reducing their taxes. It's not a big give in terms of what it's taking away from the federal pot of tax collection, but it's powerful in the sense that it recognizes that this generation care about this in a big way. And I expect it has some ramifications for vote getting, for sure.
Yeah, no question about it. You know, Kevin, I was in Allentown, Pennsylvania, interviewing people as they were coming out of grocery stores, very working class town. I was surprised at how many people had second and third jobs just to make ends meet, that they just got them over the last couple of years. And then these are service jobs, or they're driving an Uber car. All of these tip incomes that depend on tips for them, and to make their incomes stretch and their money stretch to help their families. So this is a very big issue for them. We're seeing credit card debt, 34, I think it's hitting $1 trillion, and then middle class income has been lost, $34,000 in real wage growth loss for middle income people. So this is a big deal.
Yeah, I think tax policy really matters, and of course we need more details. We've come through the Democratic Convention, policy light. There's some big vision statements, but I'm really encouraged that now the focus has to come into detail starting September 10th. Even if she doesn't take an interview before then, you can't avoid the debate. But I would think by now she's got to start explaining, because remember, I'm an investor and I represent a group of people that have to invest regardless of it in the White House. So we need policy. We need policy on energy. We need policy on taxation. We need policy on a wide range of issues, including the border security, on energy in terms of how it's deployed. Housing's a big one. I mean, I'm in the real estate business. Her housing policies don't make sense, and so we'd like to hear some more detail on that. Housing is determined at a state mandate level, and so for her to say she's going to build 3 million homes, I'd love to understand how that's going to happen, because I don't believe it. I like detail.
Yeah, well, Kevin, she's running a social media campaign. It's kind of an AI campaign. She's not taking any interviews. We're on day 34 now without that. What can Donald Trump and J.D. Vance do to keep this policy focused so they can talk about the economy, talk about her position on energy, talk about her position on inflation, and even the price control? She still hasn't explained that.
So this election now is boiling down to voters in 7 states. So swing voters. They care about policy more than anything else. They're sitting waiting for more information. So if Trump just stays on mandate with policy, he's pretty clear on what he wants to do on energy, border, foreign affairs. He's delivered messages on that. I can expect that Harris will do the same soon. They're the people that are going to decide. And I think now is the time to start focusing on that. We're down to 70 days. And we still don't know what's going to happen here. I'll add one other element to this, and I think it's a narrative you started exploring today, and it's been over the last 2 days I've been hearing it. If, in fact, Harris loses, and it's 50-50, she may win, she may lose, this whole party, the Democratic Party, is going to revisit what happened here, because they did the same thing with Hillary Clinton. It was assumed she would win. They anointed her. She lost. Harris is assumed a winner by anointment. If she loses, the party will never do this to itself again because they missed the opportunity to run a process and suck up another week of airtime, and they didn't do it. Now, I'm not saying she's going to lose, but I would have never let that happen if I'm selling a business. I tell my managers, never bring me one offer. Bring me a process. Show me there's no other bid out there that I want. Then I'll make a decision if I'm selling. I was amazed they didn't do that here because Newsom made reference to it. There may have been other candidates, or she could have emerged much stronger, but they didn't do that. That may prove to be a huge mistake.
Well, you're a free market guy, and you're talking about competition. And that's something Democrats don't like.
You're darn right.
That's the problem. Thanks for bringing it down to what it really is about. And you're right. If she loses, there's going to be a real come-to-Jesus moment in that party. Thanks a lot. Love having your point of view. Thanks, Kevin.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.